So right now things are actually feeling as if we're living inside of a Stranger Things episode. My dog's feeling this way and I'm pretty sure you are too. On November 8th, scientists discovered 7 faint jets emerging from 3i Atlas.
Well, what we see are 7 jets coming out of these objects, more than 7 actually, after it passed close to the sun on October 29th.
A day later, on November 9th, unexplained radio signals were detected from 3i Atlas when it was near the sun. And just a few days before that, a supposed leaked video was uploaded to the internet of what looks like 3i Atlas. Now get this, that same week, 3i Atlas also showed signs of non-gravitational acceleration, and this is its new path, which would mean it's going to now pass closer to Earth. So whatever this thing is, it's possibly not a comet. And the Hopi tribe, the natives, are already talking about it as if they know something that we don't.
With 3i Atlas, we're really looking at that object fulfilling the Hopi prophecy.
It's very, very, very huge.
Oh my goodness. So,
and every tribe have been talking about it, and they have many words for it.
Whatever it is that's going on, it seems that the native tribes know about it and they've been waiting for this for quite a while. And you're gonna wanna hear what they have to say. But what's really strange is that the same week that 3i Atlas showed non-gravitational acceleration, strange things began to occur. And it all starts in Nevada.
So we all just got woken up to some disturbing sound all through the whole area. I just called one and they said they've gotten like over 50 calls about it.
On October 23rd, a woman recorded a video in Nevada and she captured this mysterious sound she believes to be coming from underground. People started coming up with the craziest theories. Maybe it's some sort of tunnel or maybe a bunker being built. Then others stated that this was likely a fake audio, and it could be. But let's just say for a moment that this is actually some sort of underground construction. Could it be somewhat related to 3i Atlas and whatever it is that's up there?
That's crazy. Something fell out of the sky. Something fell out of the sky and landed.
Now get this, just a week after this mysterious sound is recorded in Nevada, a user captures an anomalous object falling from the sky in northern New Mexico, not very far from Lake Mead.
That be, this isn't, I'm right now in Pawtucket.
But it wasn't just in New Mexico. People were reporting strange things in the sky all over the world.
I have no idea. I have no idea what that is.
It's not making no noise.
Belgium's airspace was closed yesterday because of drone incursions over all certain parts of Western Europe.
Hey, come on, get this shit.
Oh my God.
So let's deep dive into all of this and try to find out what exactly is going on. And I start with the basic, and that would be the recent sightings, including the one in Nevada and New Mexico. So let's start with Jojo Long 113, Lake Mead in Las Vegas.
So we all just got woken up to some disturbing sound all through the whole area. I just called 911 and they said they've gotten like over 50 calls about it.
Okay. Sounds like it could be steam. Let's hear that again. Yeah, it sounds like pressure being released from underground, and it doesn't discard the possibility of being some sort of underground construction. Let's see what else we can find. So this is the original account, and this is Jojo Long 113. So what caught my attention was this comment saying that the audio is from a plant in Florida letting off excess steam. In other words, this could be a ripped off audio. Yep, found it. This is the original video recorded in the beginning of September by Francis Prattley in Florida.
So we all just got woken up to some disturbing sound all through the whole area. I just called 911 and they said they've gotten like over 50 calls about it.
Yeah, so that's actually terrifying. So this wasn't in Nevada, this was in Florida in the beginning of September. And as Francis states, the whole neighborhood was outside trying to figure out what was going on. So even though this is pretty weird, it most likely has nothing to do with 3i Atlas. But then again, there was something else that started happening back in September. Something that caught my attention, and not just my attention. Around September 23rd, rumors of an unidentified craft that had crashed or landed around Area Tanana in Nevada started surfacing the internet. The articles were just published now on October 31st and November 2nd. And researching a bit more about this, I actually found out that it's not just one. We're possibly talking about several of these objects crashing down all over the world.
That's crazy. Something fell out of the sky. Something fell out of the sky and fucking landed.
For the past few months, hundreds of these mysterious objects have been falling from the sky. Comets, meteors, maybe satellites, or possibly a cover-up connected to 3i Atlas.
Big questions still remain about 3i Atlas. Now, a lawmaker is pressing NASA for new images of the space phenomenon, and could it also have a traveling companion?
Researchers are speculating that if 3i Atlas is an alien ship, it could be sending probes towards Earth. And if this is the case, it would explain the drones, UFOs, and mysterious objects that are supposedly falling from the sky. It would also make sense why the Hopi tribe and natives are already talking about this. We're going to be taking a look into what they have to say in a few moments. But before, let's take a quick look into some of the sightings, the crashes, and the possible existence of a cover-up connected to 3i Atlas. On November 2nd, around the same day 3i Atlas hit perihelion, a user captured this video in New Mexico. He says he heard a shockwave. Check this out.
That's crazy. Something fell out of the sky. Something fell out of the sky and landed and is causing. What fuck the f that be? This is in I'm right now in Pawaka, going west on the east from Los Alamos. It must have just happened because it wasn't. This is crazy. What the hell could that have been? This is crazy.
Yeah, whatever that is, it's huge. And I'm guessing, of course, this might be just a satellite or something like that. Let's see if we can find anything on this. Yeah, so what's weird is I found absolutely nothing about it except for links to the article of the other object that supposedly fell in Nevada and was supposedly covered up. So I'm guessing that if this indeed happened, it was already covered up, which would mean there's possibly something pretty weird going on up there. But what?
I have no idea.
Around the same week that this object fell, there's a bunch of sightings all over the US, and actually not just in the US. This one, for example, was in Brazil, October 24th.
Vamos ver se iPhone vai. Aqui, mas me explica aquela bola branca seguindo ele. Olha lá, ó. Aqui, ó. Aqui na câmera.
What the heck is that?
Onde essa estrela?
That's not Starlink. There's one thing that catches my attention in this video. This object, it doesn't look like the drones, nor the orbs or spheres that we've been seeing all over the world. This thing is different, and it looks like it's producing some sort of plasma field around it. Which would mean This is most likely advanced technology. The question is, human or alien? A few days later, on October 27th, a man records one of those spheres in New Jersey. He gets a pretty clear view of it. Check this out.
It's not making no noise.
Yeah, I can see that. And it's pretty quick, huh?
No, that ain't a drone.
Look at it, look at it.
Wow, what?
Coming towards us.
There's two?
It's coming back.
It's right overhead of us.
That's crazy. Now this is weird. This is in New Jersey and this thing's circling around the sky. There has to be a reason. What is it doing there? There's so many of these things right now and apparently very few answers to what they could be. 2 days ago, posted to Alien subreddit, UAPs show up in Redneck's backyard. Let's take a look at this.
Hey, come look at this shit.
Loads of them.
Oh my God. What is it? The moon, the stars.
Where is this?
I don't know what the that is.
Wow, they're breaking into two groups of threes. This is interesting.
Oh no, look. That one
They're pretty quick.
disappeared.
Yeah, I thought lanterns maybe, but they're moving pretty quick. Look at that. No, come on, don't zoom in.
It disappeared though. What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it?
That's crazy. 4 days ago, posted to Reddit, a mystery drone was filmed in Belgium. Is that a drone?
Dat is een UFO. Zie, die komt niet hangen. Die komt niet hangen omdat wij Jezus Christus zeggen. Jezus Christus. Jezus Christus. En die reageert erop. Oh my God. Oh, what the f***? What the f***?
And when it comes to these drones, there's a bunch of videos of them in Belgium. So right now they're also in Europe, shutting down airports. They're being coined as drones for now, but sometimes unidentified objects. 11 hours ago in New Jersey, I'm not saying it's a drone, but
I don't know what the f that is, but it's low as shit. Low as shit. What the f are you?
did it disappear? What? Did it just vanish towards the end? What the hell?
Holy shit.
Look at that.
Low as shit. What the fuck are you?
Yeah, I don't see an outline, nothing. That's kind of crazy. 6 days ago, this account uploaded this video. He says, just saw this in the sky at about 6 p.m. Connecticut, I'm guessing.
I have no idea.
That's actually pretty good footage, bro. Wow. Oh, it's moving. What? What is that?
What is this? Is it just like a little cloud that's reflecting the light of the moon?
Are we supposed to be scared or are we supposed to be excited?
I have no idea what that is.
All I know is that the center keeps getting a little brighter.
What if it's a shooting star?
Maybe.
That is not a shooting star.
Maybe it's a mini galaxy.
It's not a black hole.
What?
It's not a black hole.
It looks like one thing in the middle. Like now it looks like it's.
And then there's twirling.
Is that plane?
It's likely.
It's getting brighter.
Scientific explanation.
Is it a meteor? Is it a meteor?
I don't know.
Should we go inside?
Yeah.
Are you scared?
That's not a meteor. So I'm guessing maybe a rocket launch or something like that. Let's see what people are saying. Okay, so SpaceX Falcon 9 Starlink launch. So these are the completed missions, and this was uploaded around 6 days ago, so that would be November 5th, I'm guessing. So they do have a launch on November 5th from Florida. Let's take a look at this. Alright, so we do have a map of where it went, and no, it did not pass by Connecticut. I'm guessing either people in Connecticut were able to see this object in the distance, possibly the boosters returning to Earth, or possibly something else. What's really weird is its shape. And then about 3 days ago, we have another sighting in Joshua Tree, California. Oh, I see it. It's there. Okay, so it's shining like it's a metallic object. It looks like a 4-pointed star balloon. Then again, OP is saying that it was too big for it to be one of those. So one thing that I've noticed from the recent sightings is that we're seeing more of the orbs and drones all over the world now. But we're also seeing a mix of objects. The thing is, no one knows what these things are. Peter Jackson has a theory that these things are a defense mechanism left by ancient civilizations or even possibly aliens to defend Earth. But if this is the case, to defend Earth from what? 3i Atlas? Ourselves? Or the sun?
Sunspot that has released solar flares the past 3 days in a row, and each day it's also released plasma from the sun, or in other words, a coronal mass ejection. Here's the actual look at the solar flare, and you can see on this graph how we have that spike in radiation that has occurred. Early this morning is when it happened, but it's now petering off. But for a while, we were about 20% higher in terms of the amount of radiation coming from the sun that we normally would get, which puts this at like a 20-year high. So it was really a very, very big solar flare that happened this morning. There were already 2 others that were released in the last couple of days. If they all gang up into what's called a cannibal CME, then we will have additional problems on Wednesday night, Thursday.
Wait, this Wednesday?
There's a chance that we'll get to see the Aurora Borealis.
That's interesting. Okay, so this was 2 hours ago by Todd Gross. And apparently people who research the sun and its activity are saying that it's amping up a bit for the past few days. What's interesting is that 3i Atlas just passed by the sun. And they're saying it's possibly not a comet, so is this related or connected somehow? And is it possible that the Hopi tribe knows something about 3i Atlas that we don't?
What I do know is that all the philosophies that natives have been speaking about from before 300,000 years or more, maybe 3 billion years before, we all know where we came from.
Right.
And now the change is going to happen very soon.
Like next week.
Could be. Yeah, we don't know. It could have happened already.
With 3i Atlas, we're really looking at that object fulfilling the Hopi prophecy.
It's very, very, very huge.
Oh, my goodness. So,
and every tribe have been talking about it, that the change will come, and they have many words for it, Mahio'o and all that. You know.
Right.
And I was listening to some stories from these people, and they said, "Oh yeah, we know about that." He said, "But you know, it's immense. It's a change in the world.
It is. It's
and
a birthing.
The galaxy will all be different. Everything will be different, but you won't even be aware of it until suddenly the realization will come."
So this is interesting. They're talking about the 3i Atlas passing near the sun, which it did, pulsing blue and red light, and this actually did happen. It was kind of weird. So they're calling it data, but the Hopi prophecy calls it destiny. They say it's the blue star messenger, the sign that precedes the great purification and the birth of the 5th world. So the prophecy contains a belief that the world goes through periods of destruction and renewal. So the Hopi believe that the earth was already destroyed 3 times before, and that we are on the 4th earth now. Wait a minute. The last change between the 3rd and 4th world in Hopi tradition happened about 12,000 years ago. And calculating how long it took for 3i Atlas to actually reach Earth from the center of the galaxy, that would be 26,000 years. Wait a minute, this actually lines up with the Younger Dryas theory.
It's called the Younger Dryas impact theory. You ever heard that? You know how supposedly back then, like all the civilizations that were advanced, more advanced than us, something like that. So supposedly 12,000 years ago, meteors came down and destroyed everything. Bro, there's a giant crater underneath the ice in Antarctica. It's like 400 something miles across, and it hit like during the ice age. So that's what caused the flood. So imagine a society that's way more advanced than us. What is their safety protocol? I don't think they all died out.
Wait a minute, if something like this happened 12,000 years ago with an advanced civilization here on Earth, and they had a safety protocol, it's possible that these orbs that we're seeing are the defense system, the safety protocol, if Peter Jackson is right.
Oh no. You know this coming in November? Yeah, finally we see him.
Now maybe this would explain why we're seeing so many of these things in the sky and why they're so active lately. So maybe the Hopi are actually onto something and 3I Atlas might actually be something other than just a comet. But this is just a theory. I want to know what you think. Leave a comment, subscribe to the channel with notifications, smash that like button, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.